Which of the following values of x satisfies the equation? Which of these satisfies the equation? Now, in order to solve this, first I will write the equation out. Then you have your root x plus 7 in a bracket. Here you have your x minus 5. First, we can stop having this root there. This radicals you're seeing here, we cannot have stop having this. We need to remove this. And how do we remove it? We remove it by squaring both sides. We square both sides. So we square both sides. That's the only way we can remove this, by squaring both sides. Now, we've squared both sides. You say the square here, remove these radicals you're seeing here. The square, cancel out this. So what is remaining there? You have your x plus 7 equal to, you have your square minus x minus 5 in a bracket raised to the power of 2. Now, how do we solve for the x? We are looking for the value of x which satisfies this. Now, to do that, after you've done this step, the next one, you bring down your x plus 7 equal to this x minus 5 that is in the bracket that had the raised to the power of 2. Simply means we are to expound. So we expound this. Now let's expand it now. In expanding it, it will be x minus 5, open the bracket, x minus 5. That is the meaning of x minus 5 in the bracket raised to the power of 2. Look at, we've expanded it here. So in doing this now, you also bring out your x plus 7 equal to, we use one of these to create the expansion. We use one of these to expand it. Now, using one of these, we take our x, we use this to expand this. So it will be x minus 5. We pick one of these x, write it outside. Then the second bracket, we write it here, we close it. After I've collected one of these to write it, what will be the next thing? The next one is minus 5 outside. Open the bracket. You write this same one here. Seen it? That's been expanded. We collected one of these. We used this to expand this. How? I collected one. And we wrote the second one here. The next one I collected minus 5 outside and use this to expand this. Seen it down? Now you bring your x plus 7 down. Now you don't open the bracket. Now let's open the bracket now. In order to open the bracket, we use the alphabet you're seeing outside to multiply everything inside. So you say your x times x will give us x squared minus x times this is 5x. Then you have your minus 5x. Minus times minus is plus. 5 times 5 is 25. So now what should be the next thing? You put your x plus 7, you bring it down, then equal to your x squared, which you bring down. Now you work on these, the center one, minus 5x minus 5x, which will give us minus 10x. So you have minus 10x plus 25. Now at this level now, what should you do? Remember, you're looking for the value of x. The value of x. One x that satisfies this. So what should you do? Now we're having 2x here. We have the x plus 7 at this side, then equal to x squared minus 10x plus 25. What should we do? Before we continue, I want you to touch the subscription button and as well share this to your friends that needs this. Now let's progress and proceed. Now we have, what we do here is to collect like terms. Seen it? We collect our like terms. Now how do we collect the like terms? Here you bring our x squared down, we bring it below, then minus 10x. Now there's a positive x here. Seen it? Invisible plus. Now take this plus x. When it crosses this is a positive sign, like coming from here to that side, it will change to minus x. Seen it now? So what's the next thing? Your plus 25 comes down here. Now, this is plus 7. Well, this plus 7 crosses this in the positive sign, and goes to this place, it becomes minus 7. And this equality sign comes in to become equal to 0. So, like that have been collected perfectly. So, what should you do? The first, we bring down your x squared. You say minus this minus this. Minus 10x minus x. This x here, which is a variable, represents 1 as a coefficient. So it becomes minus x minus 10x minus x, or you can say minus 10 minus 1, because the x represents 1, which gives us minus 11. So it is minus 11x. See it now? Now you have this plus 25 minus 7 will give us 18. So you have plus 18 equal to 0. Now what should be the next thing? Remember, we are looking for the value of x only. Now coming to this part, what should we do here? Now here we need to factorize. We need to look for the factor of the last number that will give us the middle number. Factors of the last number, which is 18. That will give us the middle number, minus 11. Now this brings us to the simplest method I'm going to use now to work on this so that you'll learn. In order to get the factors of the last number, we'll use the simplest form, which is called the LCM form, to get the factors. The factor simply means two numbers, two different factors that when you multiply together to give us 18. And that same factors that you multiply together to give us, that give 18, you either add or subtract to get the second number. Now let's do that. Now, how do we look for the factors of 18? Now let's use the LCM method. Using the LCM method, you have, what can go into it? 2 can go into 18 to give us 9. What can go into 9? 3. 3 into 9 is 3. What else can go? 3 into 3 is 1. Send it down. So we have 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 2 is 18. You send it down. Now, since we got 9 and 2, which give us 9 times 2, 18. And if you watch, this 9 and 2 that gave us 18, if we add it together, it will still give us the center number. So 9 times 2, 18. 9 plus 2, 11. That we said it now. But if you look at that 11 there, we don't have plus 11. What we have is a negative 11. Not plus 11, negative 11. Now, what sign should we put here and here to give us negative 11? It will be minus. So it will be minus 9 minus 2, which will give us minus 11. So you've seen it now. So these are the two factors that give us the center number. So what should we do now? Having gotten this, now, if you look at that minus 11 there, the 11 has a variable attached to it, which is x. So what we do, we attach the same x to the factors. It will be minus 9x minus 2x, which give us minus 11x. Set it down, that's what we do. So what should we do? Since we've gotten this, the factors, now we'll move this one to this part, which is x squared. Now instead of writing, remember, instead of writing minus 11x, we'll put the factors that give us the minus 11. So it will now be minus 9x minus 2x. Then I want the next thing, plus 18 equal to 0. So that's it. So what should be the next thing? We'll put, since there are 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll group it 2, 2 in the bracket. 1, 2, 1, 2. Leaving a sign at the middle, subtraction sign. So having done this, now what should be the next thing? We have to look for the common factor in each bracket. Common factor. There are common factors here. Simply means what you can see here and also see here. The only common factor we have here now is x. X is here and x is this side. So the common factor will come outside. Since x is the common factor, you bring out x, open the bracket. Now you divide. 1s will cancel. Here you have 2x. X raised to the power of 2 means 2x. So this x will cancel one of the x here. What's remaining there? And 1x is when you bring the 1 down. You bring your sign here. When x cancels x, what's remaining? 9 is remaining. So you close the bracket. And this is how to check if your answer is correct. After you've done this to get this one, also multiply it. If it also gives you the same question, that means the answer is correct. Let's check. X times x, x squared, you've seen it. Minus x times this, 9x. So our work is correct. Now let's go to the next one. Remember, there's a sign outside. We bring the sign down. Now, the next one, what is the common factor here? The common factor here is 2. Because 2 is here and 2 can go into 18 to give us 9. So the common factor is 2. So we'll open the bracket. Now we divide. 2 cancel 2. What's remaining there? X is remaining. Minus times plus will give us minus. 2 into 18 is 9. Close the bracket. You've seen it? So the two bracket must produce, the bracket must produce the same thing. This is how you check if your work is also correct. The two bracket must be equal. Now, since they are equal, we take one of the brackets, we take this one and throw this one away. You can put this in your pocket. Then let's make use of one. So we take this x minus 9 and take the one outside. The one outside is x minus 2 equal to the 0. Now, having done this, what will be the next thing? These two are sharing the 0. So we share these 2 with the 0. How? It will be x minus 1 equal to 0 or x minus 2 equal to 0. See it now? The 2 are sharing the 0. This equal to the 0 or this equal to this. And when we collect our like terms, it will be x equal to, when minus 9 goes over, it changes to positive 9. Or x is equal to, when minus 2 goes over, changes to 2. So if you watch, we are having two answers. We have two answers as our x. Remember, the question said which of the following value of x. So the question is which of the following value of this x now satisfies the equation there. Remember, our equation is, this is equation. We have x plus 7 equal to x minus 5. So which of these x you're seeing here now satisfy this equation we are seeing? Is it x equal to 9 or x equal to 2? Now let's check x equal to 2. Let's know if x equal to 2 will give us the answer. Now let's substitute. Now here you have, when you have your x, replace it with 2. You have your 2. 2 plus 7 equal to, you have your 2 minus 5. Now let's check if this will give us the answer of what we are looking for. Now 2 plus 7 is 9. So root 9 equal to 2 minus this is minus 3. So root 9 is 3. Why does this give us minus 3? So this does not give us what we are looking for. You've seen it? This does not give us what we are looking for. They must be equal. This is a positive 3. What is a negative 3? So this does not give us what we are looking for. Now let's try the next one. The next one gave us, you have your x plus 7 equal to x minus 5. Now let's use a 9. You have 9 plus 7 equal to, you have your 9 minus 5. Now 9 plus 7 will give us root 16 equals to 9 minus 5 will give us 4. Square root of 16 is 4. Then equal to 4. No, so this gives us what we are looking for. Both balance. The right hand side is balanced with the left hand side. So our answer here is x equal to 9. So x equal to 9 satisfies this equation. So the answer to the x is x plus 9 because the right hand side is balanced with the left hand side. Please do to subscribe, watch, share, like, and as well share to your friends. Thank you.